Hey, this is Jeff here with eBay Addicts, and today I'm here with Tom and Esteban here, and we're at Resale America. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Tom from Resale America. We are the world's largest liquidation store in the Lakeland Square Mall. And here's my buddy Esteban.
Hello, I run deathpiledestroyers.com where I help other resellers get their items listed on eBay.
Awesome, awesome. So how big is this place, Tom, and how long have you guys been here in business?
So we opened up right before Corona, so we've been here almost 2 years now. It has been a little bit challenging because of Corona, but we're in full force now. We do our store. We have 2 bin stores called Deal Days, one in Winter Haven, Florida, and also one in Newport Richey, Florida. And then we also do our YouTube channel, which is Liquidation Motivation, where we teach people how to buy truckloads, how to flip merchandise, how to sell on eBay and Amazon, kind of stuff like you do. So I appreciate and I thank you for having me on your channel here today.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So how big is this place? I'm trying to pan behind you. How big is this place that you have here at Resale America?
It's the world's largest liquidation store. It's a former Macy's, 110,000 square feet. So it's the largest in the world, and we're really proud to own it, really proud to be part of it. It's fun. Every day is challenging. Every day is different. We also buy merchandise off the public. People can trade stuff in against other merchandise in the store. So it's really a unique store. Nobody else in the world has anything like it, and we're proud to be the biggest.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And how long have you guys been in business? You said you opened up last year, right?
Almost 2 years ago. 2 years
Okay,
ago.
and how has business been? Because you guys opened up during the whole lockdown.
Yeah, we opened up before the lockdown, so when we were going full speed, the lockdown started. We tried to get creative. We started selling sanitizer that we could buy in bulk, so that really helped us out. When you're in Florida, you kind of rely on the snowbirds coming down to Florida during the wintertime, and that just didn't happen this year. So, we're excited for next year that hopefully they come on back. I think they will come back. Things are clearing up. They say 50% of the population now has the vaccine, so I'm hoping next fourth quarter is just going to be a home run for everybody.
Yeah. Right now it's summer slowdown for our eBay sales, but it's okay for a brick and mortar, so it's really cool to have both.
So Tom, you also have 2 bin stores, and tell people again the name of your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel is Liquidation Motivation. Please go on there and subscribe, like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. All we do is teach people how to buy and sell stuff for free. For free. It's a great channel. Esteban's channel, once again, is
deathpiledestroyers.com.
Okay, awesome. Now, I have a quick question for you, Tom. You are also an eBay seller. So do you have any tips or tricks or advice for people that want to sell on eBay? Like, what advice do you have for them?
eBay is getting to be a little challenging for me. I love eBay. I like to get rid of my higher end, hard to sell items that I can't sell in my store on eBay. My tricks, my favorite tricks, my best advice, I think, is consumer electronics. The time when I was doing the best is when I was out there by myself. I got 50 employees now. When I was out there hustling by myself, I was doing great, going to the Salvation Army, Goodwill, going to yard sales, looking for high-end electronics, looking for like writable DVD players, DVD VHS players, things like that you can pick up for $5, $10 with a remote. Ask at a yard sale for the remote. They always got the remote like, oh, I got a junk drawer inside the remote might be in, right?
Yeah.
Always ask for the remote because it definitely sells more with the remote. You go out there and just focus on high-end consumer electronics that you can buy from thrift stores. It's easy to make a full-time living, and that's what I teach people and preach to people, that you want to gain your financial freedom, and you want to you don't want to work for the man anymore. I made the decision 20 years ago never to work for anybody else again, and now I own my own store, I own restaurants, real estate, and it's all stemmed from flipping merchandise. My favorite story, the first thing I ever flipped, I was going to college. I went to the Salvation Army and bought a pair of 13 wide Sebago shoes. You know that brand, Sebago?
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, Sebago. They were like high-end
dress shoes. Go ahead.
I paid $5, put them on eBay, sold them for $75, and then I was addicted. I was an eBay addict, just like your channel.
Hey, right. Well, we came to the right place. Now, you said you have 50 employees now. What advice would you have somebody if they wanted to become a full-time eBay seller? Because tell them how much your sales have been over the past 90 days on eBay. Do you mind telling them?
No, I don't mind telling them. I think it's been about $80,000 to $100,000 over the past 90 days. I've kind of slowed down a little bit on it. We're focusing more on like higher end apparel, higher end electronics, and that's why we have hired Esteban and his Death Pallet Destroyers to help us list merchandise. How you doing?
Yeah, things that are like winter items or heavy coats. they don't really sell well in the store here in Florida. It doesn't make sense to sell here, but it's better to sell it on eBay. One thing I wanted to say about what I like about Tom is that Tom gave me the coolest advice. He says, know where to sell the items. So if you're buying stuff in bulk, either you have a bin store, or either you have a brick and mortar store, or you have an eBay store, you have all these other platforms you can sell it on. Know what each item will sell better at.
Right, right. So Tom, I wanted to ask you a question since we got you here for a few minutes. How did you go from working by yourself, being like self-employed reseller, right? And now you have a business and you have 50 plus employees. So kind of tell me, how has your journey been from you being a solopreneur, that's what we call it, to being now having brick and mortar store where you have 50 employees, and on top of that you have, you know, brick and mortar stores, you have this location, you have 2 bin stores. If you guys don't know, Tom specializes in buying big pallets of merchandise. He'll buy whole truckloads of merchandise.
Yes.
And then so he does similar to what I do. He buys wholesale items and then he chops them up and sells them off individually. So when you buy these big truckloads of merchandise, what advice do you have? And tell me a little bit about your journey from being a solopreneur to now having a business with 50 employees.
Yeah. So let's go back to that pair of shoes that I bought when I was going to college. So I wrote my master thesis on the emergence of used merchandise in the modern economy. So this is when eBay's first starting. You can't even sell used on Amazon back then, right? Amazon now you can put used on there, right? So I wrote my master's thesis on it, and then I left college and said, you know what? I don't want to work for anybody, man. Why do I want to go to work for anybody? So I started up a store called Resale America in New York, where I bought merchandise off the public. Truckload sales really weren't a big thing back then. You know, that you didn't see the websites and the Facebook pages like you do nowadays. But you know, back then they had a newspaper called the Closeout News. So you'd have to open up this newspaper, find somebody with closeout deals in some other state, call them up on the phone. You know, it's so much easier now. So I took that concept and brought it down to Florida with me. And once I got to Florida, it was like, holy crap. There is like stuff everywhere down here. I mean, with all due respect, it's the place where people come to die. So you're always buying out households. You're always buying out truckloads. There's ports all over Florida because we have such a large coastline. So there's importers everywhere. There's surplus merchandise everywhere. It's just, I can do 100x down here in Florida that I could do in New York. Now, I was in the country part of New York. I wasn't in the city. So that's, you know, I brought the same concept down here. You know, I met a couple guys that wanted to partner up with me and open up the world's largest liquidation store, and then bang, you know, now we have it. I'm very excited. You know, I'm just super excited about being part of this industry, part of this business, and being somebody who's, you know, at the top of his game.
So Tom, how do you stay motivated? Because that's one of the big things. I get messages from a lot of people. It's like, I'm not motivated to list items on eBay, or I'm not motivated to go out sourcing, because you seem to be full of energy. How do you stay motivated on days when you don't feel like it? Because Tom doesn't work 9 to 5. He comes in and works. Every time I'll come here to visit, he's here. He works usually 7 days a week, and you're here working 10, 12-hour days. So how do you stay motivated when you don't feel like it?
Listen, I think last year I took 4 days off, the whole year.
Right.
All right. I work. I love to work. I love my business. You know, once you find that you have a passion for your business, it doesn't feel like work anymore. It's my life, you know. And plus, I have to provide for my family. I have to make sure for my investors that they get their return that they're expecting. So I am dedicated to this business. I don't need anything to motivate me. You know, money motivates me, but really positivity and being a positive role model to people. You know, what I preach to everybody is that you go out there, you buy this used merchandise, you flip it on eBay, Amazon, anywhere you can, and you make a profit. With that profit, you pay your bills, and the excess you invest into assets.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite assets is crypto. That's what I invest a lot of money into. But everybody needs to do that. And if you invest your money into assets over time, you will grow wealthier and wealthier. Okay. And that's my message to everybody. All my employees have to follow that. When we bonus them, they have to put it into Bitcoin or Ethereum or some crypto. You know, Esteban invests in it now. We're all trying to work toward the goal of success together.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say that what motivates him too is the team around him. He built a team around him of positive people that encourage him and helps him stay motivated every day as well.
So Tom, how important is it to reinvest money back in your business? Because I think that's one of the biggest things that resellers struggle with. Well, they'll say, hey, I made, $100 selling these pair of sneakers, but then they'll spend that $100 on buying themselves a new pair of Jordans or the new latest iPhone or something. So how important is it for you to reinvest your money?
I'm the wrong guy to talk about that.
Well, I'm just saying,
Listen,
like, how important is it to reinvest your money back in
yes,
your business?
Don't buy stupid shit. All right, that's a Gary Vee thing, right?
Yeah,
Don't buy stupid shit. He's 100% right. I mean, I mean, look at everything I got on came from a thrift store. Right?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Listen, I don't want to say I can afford anything I want, but I don't do it, man. I don't do it. I don't buy stupid things. I don't waste my money. You know, I think life is about being able to enjoy. And we did a video in Clearwater Beach, and I met this guy at this bar, right? And he had a $1,000 necklace on in Yeezys.
Yeah.
Right, Yeezy shoes. Right. I think he paid like $600 for it. Right. And I said, how much money in your bank account? He said, nothing.
Right.
He said nothing. It was more important to that guy to look cool. And what did he call me, Stan? He called me a clown. He said, he said if I dressed like you, I'd be clowned.
Oh, for real? You'd be clowned? He'd make fun of?
And I didn't know what that meant. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, but you want to see my bank account?
So Tom, can you give us any tips or tricks on buying truckloads of merchandise? I mean, obviously, if someone wants to be interested in buying truckloads of merchandise, they should come check out your YouTube channel.
100%. Liquidation Motivation is my channel. And listen, I make all the mistakes so that nobody else has to make the mistakes. There are so many dirty brokers out there. And there's a lot of good brokers too, so don't get me wrong. But I've bought in so many loads that you expect one thing and another thing comes in, and I'll show you all my mistakes in my videos. That way you don't make that mistake. Because when you're buying a truckload, you're investing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. And a lot of people can't afford to make that mistake one time. Now I make it over and over again. I got scammed, I got ripped off. I mean, there's all this stuff. Watch my videos. You'll see the whole story about Resale America, about liquidation motivation, about what we do. You know, just be careful when you're buying truckloads.
Okay, awesome. Now, so is there any other tips or tricks or advice that you could give to my viewers before we let you go?
Just put your head down, work hard, stay positive, invest your money in assets. That's it. That's what I got.
Okay, so invest your money in assets, not liabilities. Okay, tell everybody where they can find you at. Tell them about where your store is located at, your brick and mortar store we're at right now.
One more time, it's Resale America in the Lakeland Square Mall here in Lakeland, Florida. We have deal days in Winter Haven, deal days in Port Richey. I'm Tom. You can find my YouTube channel on Liquidation Motivation.
Gotcha.
And you can find me at deathpiledestroyers.com.
Okay, got it. Thank you guys for giving us a few minutes of your time, and I will link where you can follow them at on YouTube down below. Thank you guys for your time. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks.
All right.